Okay, so literally a long time no freaking talk. Like, it's been actually wild. Do you have shitty fucking parents? This is like legit. Family is not blood. Do not get so strung up on the fact that like it's your mom, it's your dad, it's your aunt, it's your uncle, it's your grandparents. Like, there comes a time when you're literally just so fucking fed up with everything and so done like being hurt to the point where you're just like, okay. And then like literally nothing will faze you. Now also that's not very good. Like, you don't want to be totally emotionally unavailable. But like there comes a time when it's literally you that controls your hurt. You need to be able when to walk away, because there are some people that are so draining and genuinely just want to suck the soul out of everything. They're never going to change. I know I started this off with parents, but this could go with parents, friends, siblings, I guess, like relatives, like even teachers. Like, I don't want to say mentors, because mentors shouldn't act that way, but it's just like there comes a point in time where yes, you've gone through so much hurt and so much pain and you're giving up, you're this, you're that, but it's also like you need to learn when to call it quits. Like, where's your self-control? Where do your wants and needs and morals lie? Like, do you want to hang around people that treat you like that? Why are you wasting your energy on shit like that? Like, you need to be able to honestly walk away from an argument. Like, you really want to like step up and just be like, not like fuck this, but like, you know what? I'm sorry for you. That's the feeling that you should have after being in an argument that simply does not serve you. And that could go for any, like, you're arguing about the smallest thing. It's just like I'm sorry. You know what I mean? And not like an I'm sorry, and this isn't like an I'm sorry you feel that way, or I guess it kind of is. But yeah, no, it's simply just the fact. Also, you need to be able to really differentiate between like you being like a narcissist and gaslighting and like you actually being the victim in a situation. You can't just do this shit for everything, because that's fucked up. But yeah, it's just like there comes a time where it's just like, okay, like you can't feed the emotion in a situation sometimes. You can't. You cannot. Pick and choose where you express yourself negatively, positively, all of it. Like, you cannot waste your precious breath on that shit. And yeah, like some people's mindsets, they won't change. People's mindsets don't change unless they genuinely put the work in. Like, they really need to even be like at least 15% in started working on their healing journey. Because you cannot keep going back to the same thing and expecting a different result. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And it's like, I'm also the kind of person where I get very, very invested into something, and I will keep going back until I'm mentally checked out. For me, my bandwidth of how much I can tolerate mentally, though, just gets shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. I'm sure lots of us also feel that way and have walls up in regards to that sense. For example, it's like your first relationship. Oh my goodness, you'll go to the ends of the earth for them, going on and off and back and forth and na. The more it happens, and the more like you get fucked over, and the more your trust is just like, there's just like the threshold isn't going to be as high for the fuck ups. And once again, this goes for business, relationships, partnerships, parents, friends, blah, 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 the whole 9 yards, okay? I'm gonna roll this rose quartz over us right now. Just got some eye bags. And it's just like, don't let shit that isn't gonna stress you out. Like, there should be very few things that stress you out. Because you have your shit in order. You have your shit together. You have your shit together. Right? You're confident. Oh, Nelly. Oh. Someone was just reversing. You are confident, you are kind, you're funny, you're smart. And like, do not waste your time on people who can't see that, first of all. Do not waste your time on people who cannot see that. Hello. And do not waste your time on people that also just start stuff. You know what I mean? If you are in a situation where you simply just cannot do anything right, okay? You can't do anything right. Everything you do is a fuck up. Everything that you do is a fuck up. What you looking at? Yeah, everything that you do is a fuck up, okay? There comes a point in your life and in your time where you're just like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, if I can't do anything right, then why don't you just do it, first of all? Why don't we actually figure out a solution to this instead of you just yelling at me for it? Or, you know, like, why is everything I do just bother you? It's quite interesting. It's so fascinating with the fact that simply misery loves company. Misery loves company, man. Like, it's crazy. It's actually wild. And it's also like, that's the part where we come back to, it's just like, I feel sorry for you. Like, I genuinely am sorry that, like, once again, this sounds terrible because, like, I'm sorry you feel that way, not I'm sorry for the way that I made you feel. But no, like, it genuinely just is, because it's like, I could see the potential in you. Like, you could be so amazing if you just weren't so insecure deep down inside. And this is why you treat people the way you do, and this is why you act the way you act, because it's all just a projection. And it's like, I'm not here to make you feel vulnerable, because I actually want to talk. There comes a point in time where you need to learn where to walk away, because if you were in a vicious cycle of talking to the same person about the same thing and nothing seems to change, but the time frame in between when you guys talk about that certain topic gets longer. So say something happens at the start. Mind you, this is just not boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, okay? Something happens at the start. It's a reoccurring issue. And then you guys talk about it. All of a sudden a solution comes about. Awesome, amazing. And then it happens again. 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 This is what I mean when I say there comes a point in time. This is what I mean when I say there also comes a point in time in which it's like, yo, why don't you, like, just step back? Also, I do understand in some situations it's hard to leave, or it's just, yeah, like, it's hard to leave, it's hard to move on. You want to change the person, you think you can. Dude, you can't. You cannot. What you just need to focus on is you. And it sucks. It sucks so bad. It really does. But that's why we always come back to being alone as well. And that being alone is okay. And I feel like I always talk about the same thing, but in so many different fonts. Anyways, my brothers are coming back with chicken wings because we decided to. There they are. We got wings.